Intelligent people will never say these 8 phrases. Hey guys, are you in the mood to sound much smarter than you did 5 minutes ago? Today we'll talk about 8 phrases that intelligent people will never say. You know those people who always seem to have the perfect thing to say at the right time? The truth is, it's not about just what you say. It's about how you say it. So if you want to sound smarter and impress your friends, stick around because I'll tell you exactly what not to avoid saying and which phrases you should use instead. Before we jump into it, please press that red button to subscribe to our channel and comment "I've subscribed" so we can thank you. Number 8. I've learned enough, there's no room for growth. I've learned enough, there's no room for growth. Have you ever heard someone say that? People who are academically curious and self-motivated rarely use this expression. Instead, they always say they are open to learning new things. Although it may sound cliché, saying it requires a lot of intelligence and self-awareness. Knowing that there is always more to learn and that knowledge is never complete is a trait of intelligent individuals. They understand that the world is continuously changing and that they must adapt to keep up. By being open to new experiences and ideas, they can broaden their perspectives and deepen their understanding of the world. Being committed to learning also shows that you value self-improvement over stagnation. We can push ourselves to new heights and achieve our goals when we always want to learn and grow. In contrast, people not interested in learning or growing might be stuck in their ways or afraid of change, which limits their potential for growth and success. Number 7. I don't want to find out more. But did you know that intelligent people actually use the phrase, "I don't know, but I'm curious to learn more," instead of saying that they don't want to find out more? Contrary to popular belief, confessing that you were unaware of something actually enhances your credibility. Because they know there's always more to learn, and intelligent people are not afraid to acknowledge their lack of knowledge or ask questions. This phrase shows your openness to gaining new information and broadening your knowledge. The best part is, it goes beyond just sounding intelligent. When you're genuinely interested in learning, you'll be more engaged and motivated to find the answers you're looking for. So the next time you don't know something, don't be afraid to admit it. Instead say, "I don't know, but I'm curious to find out more." Who knows? You might impress someone with your willingness to learn. Number 6. You know nothing. Listen to me. Have you ever felt as though you were being ignored during a conversation or discussion? It can be annoying, I know. Let me give you a phrase that intelligent individuals use to show that they're paying attention and considering others' viewpoints. I appreciate your perspective, but have you considered? This expression shows that you understand the other person's point of view while also offering a different perspective on the matter, even if they disagree with them. Intelligent people are open-minded. By saying, "I appreciate your perspective, but have you considered?" you're showing that you're not trying to win an argument, but genuinely interested in exploring the topic further. Plus, this phrase can help keep the conversation civil and respectful, even if you have different opinions. So the next time you find yourself in a discussion, try using this phrase and see how it can help keep the conversation constructive. Number 5. I can never be wrong. We all make mistakes, right? Ignorant people never admit their mistakes. But here's the thing, admitting you messed up takes a lot of guts. So that's what saying, "I made a mistake and I'm sorry. What can I do to make it right?" is something that intelligent people do. It's difficult to say sorry, especially when you're embarrassed. But intelligent people understand that taking responsibility for your actions is essential to being a good person. Plus, when you apologize and ask how you can make things right, you're showing that you care about the other person's feelings and that you're willing to make amends. Ta-da! It's a win-win situation. So the next time you mess up, don't be afraid to say, "I made a mistake and I'm sorry. What can I do to make it right?" You might be surprised at how much better it makes you feel and how much it can help you repair the relationship. Remember, we're all human and it's okay to make mistakes as long as we learn from them and try to improve. Before we continue, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I can guarantee it's going to make your life much better. Number 4. Your point is invalid, as I've never heard this before. Do you know someone who always seems to have the solution to every problem? Whoa, they seem to be the most intelligent people in the world. The truth is that intelligence is more than just knowing all the solutions. It involves having an open mind and being prepared to take into account various viewpoints. And for this reason, smart individuals will say, "That's a good point. I had not thought of it that way." However, unintelligent people will say it's wrong if they don't know it. It can be easy to become defensive when someone mentions a point that you had not previously considered. However, wise individuals know that situations usually have multiple perspectives. You can demonstrate your openness to new ideas and respect others by saying, "That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way." And there's the thing. Using this phrase doesn't mean admitting defeat or changing your mind. It just means that you acknowledge there's more to the discussion than you originally thought. So the next time you find yourself in a discussion, try saying, "That's a good point. I hadn't thought of it that way." You might be surprised at how much more engaged and productive the conversation becomes. Number 3, I disagree with you. Therefore, your opinion is useless. Have you ever heard someone say, "I disagree with you, but I respect your opinion"? It's a phrase often used in debates or discussions when people have differing viewpoints. It may sound simple, but it takes a lot of intelligence and maturity. People who use this phrase show that they are open-minded and willing to listen to others, even if they disagree, whereas an ignorant person will ridicule your opinions if they disagree with you. Intelligent people understand that everyone has their own perspective that shapes their opinions. They know that there could be multiple valid viewpoints on any given issue. Instead of dismissing someone's opinion just because it's different from theirs, intelligent people try to understand where the other person is coming from. Even if people disagree, this can lead to fruitful discussions where they can learn from one another and find common ground. People who cannot manage opposing viewpoints, on the other hand, turn to insults or name-calling. They might disregard the other person's perspective without giving it a second thought. This type of behavior could suggest fear or immaturity. To put it briefly, saying, "I disagree with you, but I respect your opinion," indicates maturity and intelligence. It shows your openness to hearing what others have to say and your awareness of the possibility of various legitimate points of view. Therefore, keep in mind that it's acceptable to disagree with someone, but it's crucial to do so with respect the next time you find yourself in a conversation. Number 2, I know it's true. No evidence is required. Have you heard someone say, "Let's examine the evidence before drawing conclusions"? It's a phrase often used in situations where people jump to conclusions without all the facts. It may seem like a buzzkill to some, but it actually takes a lot of intelligence and critical thinking skills to say. People who use the expression show that they value evidence-based reasoning and are not quick to judge. People with intelligence know that assumptions and proof are not the same thing. Evidence is based on facts and statistics, whereas assumptions are based on biased and preconceived notions. It is essential to carefully consider the evidence before making judgments, because doing so keeps us from making quick judgments or jumping to conclusions that might need to be corrected. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment and react based on our emotions or assumptions. But taking a step back and examining the evidence can lead to better outcomes. In contrast, people who don't examine the evidence may fall prey to misinformation or propaganda, which can have negative consequences. Number 1, once I decide something, I never change my mind. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm open to changing my mind if presented with compelling evidence"? An ignorant person will never say this. They're always adamant that they won't change their mind. People who are open to learning new things and willing to accept what they don't know everything often use this expression. It may seem straightforward, but saying it requires considerable wisdom and humility. When someone uses this expression, it shows that they are open to new ideas. Moreover, they do not hold on to their opinions with stubbornness. Knowledge is constantly changing. What we know today might not be the same as what we know tomorrow. This is in fact what intelligent individuals are aware of. They're aware that there is always more to learn. They can evolve as individuals by being open to change with their minds. Being open to changing your mind shows that you value evidence and reason over emotion and stubbornness. When we cling to our beliefs too tightly, we may miss out on valuable information that could help us make better decisions or understand the world more deeply. In contrast, people who refuse to change their minds may be closed-minded or afraid of admitting that they're wrong. They may cling to their beliefs even when presented with overwhelming evidence to the contrary. This kind of behavior can be a sign of insecurity or intellectual laziness. So those are the 8 phrases that intellectual people never say. Anyone can use these phrases, and they can make you sound ignorant and unintelligent. So the next time you're conversing, try avoiding these phrases and see how it goes. Who knows, you might just impress someone with your smarts. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.